See how much we get done before our rice is done. Yeah, we decided to go with the rice. We went from rice to a protein shake, and then we decided to go with the rice. Yeah, and we're gonna watch Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Page 156, we're reading in The Peacemaker Who Went to War. Oh yeah, a lot of people say the way we talk is disturbing. That's why we get blocked from most chats. Besides the fact that they don't like us communicating with people that they don't want to see the truth or have a certain experience that might help them to see the truth and understand their own misconceptions. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the way we talk. It's rude, it's vulgar, disrespectful. Yeah, and for years we were trying to get through to people, telling them how rude and disrespectful it was, what they were ignoring within our systems. And a lot of good people have been killed, and a lot of children have been getting abused by these punks. Right, so then when we're constantly dealing in these cases, before this one and after this one, yeah, when you go to 2013, that's a pinnacle year. Before and after that, there's been a lot of cases and abuse cases that we're well aware of and we pointed out to you. Yeah, and the children get killed oftentimes, don't they? Right, we're continually dealing with activists and different people in these situations who profit from the fraud and abuse, and then they never want to look at it. And a lot of that money they make, they then run for other positions in the government or invest in other things or whatever it is. Get fired, resign, get reassigned. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just the nastiness as far as the ignorance and the little games they play on and offline has been really bad. There's a lot of professional stuff. It's interesting because what professionals would do to keep an eye on things and do their investigations, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of like playing a basketball game. Some play by court rules, some play by street rules. You can't really tell by the uniforms. Yeah, exactly. So if you think we're being rude, sorry, you can fuck off. Hopefully the proper authorities address what's going on here and help to bring clarity and understanding as to how they've been getting away with it. And we're very lucky we're alive to be able to tell you about it. Yeah, that was 2013. So yeah, all you activists and pieces of shit who jumped on board in 2016, we got your attention for a reason, because we've been dealing with these cases where activists put the dogs and the cats and want to get the animal abusers before the child abusers and actually are protecting them. They're chasers and feeders and they feed you. What's up? Right, so hopefully people are realizing that if you haven't already. Many have over the years and they're doing the best they can. Hopefully. You're welcome. I have no idea. We're going to keep reading now, okay? Page 156. With the Moorish threat gone, or should I say start reading, because we hadn't even started, had we? Now we'll continue reading, because we just started. All right, with the Moorish threat gone, the heroic friar, returner to the peace of his covenant. Instead of returned, they put returner. Was that a typo? Or? With the Moorish threat gone, the heroic friar, returner to the peace of his covenant, of his convent. Now, more than ever, his charity towards the poor became an urgent craving. He had seen the beggars in the streets. He had seen some of them look up to him from the swath of rags. Hopefully, he had always had compassion on the poor, but now, as he had advanced in love of God, so had he advanced in compassion and love of his fellow men. He wanted to help. Readily, the poor gave permission for Nuno to assume the duties of porter. Like his follower of some centuries later, St. Conrad von El Toten, Nuno found new happiness in receiving the poor at the convent door, dispensing meals, distributing scapulars and rosaries, and whenever he went down into the town on convent business with his tunic rent and worn and patched, he felt himself one of them. Then, there in the street or in the porter's lodge, he was only too glad to take his place among them. They were, now at last, the brothers of his choice. Even as porter, Nuno could not give them all the time he wished. Prayer, convent duties, visit from royal persons, who were not to be insulted simply because he had himself repudiated titular nobility, all took much of his time, but all the rest was given to the poor. And the poor, in turn, crowded about the lodge, clamoring for Brother Nuno. The hungry asked for food, the sick begged to have his blessing. Those poverty-stricken, those trembling with fever, those who repelled others by their revolting wounds of leprosy, were all welcomed by him with such warmth that, though they sometimes could receive no more than his smile, were all refreshed. Soon he had a new fame. Yeah, we gotta go tend to our rice. I'm gonna watch our movie. I'll watch it with us if you want. Really clear skies today. Looks that way. All right, yeah, we will finish reading in a little bit. We're just gonna get some rice and watch a movie. You can play Clash with me if you want.